Ever since I started my senior year, I've been extremely busy with school. I'd wake up early and leave school before sunrise. I'd go to school before anyone else and spend countless hours working on meetings for important pitches, write papers to submit to intimidating professors, and spend even more time working with people from my organizations. With so much on my plate, I often lose track of time. I get lost in the midst of all the workload I need to accomplish, and because of that, I no longer get my priorities straight. I forget about the things that truly matter the most, as I always put school and grades above everything else. It's frustrating to feel like I'm always not in the right state of mind, putting academics before my health, God, and even my family. During one of the busiest days of the week, I am swamped with so much requirements that I even forget to eat. As I sit in one of the most important meetings of the day for my final speech, I noticed that my dad had left me 2 missed calls and was currently trying to call me as well. I declined the call right away, thinking that I had no time for whatever he was going to tell me. I thought that he could just text me about what he wanted to tell me, and I'd be able to get back to him later after my meeting. After a few minutes, I see that my sister had left a few messages as well. I get annoyed and think, don't they understand that I am in the middle of something? So I flip the phone over and decide to keep it that way to avoid any more distractions from them. They don't understand that being a student is so hard. Can't they just leave me alone for once? Can't they understand that at the end of the day, all of this is for them too? All I wanted to do was make them proud. After my meeting had finished, I was more tired than ever. I grabbed my phone immediately, excited to see the results of the playoffs. I clicked the home button, and I am reminded of numerous missed calls and texts that I had decided to ignore earlier in that day. My mood is instantly killed, and I decided that I'd get back to them the next day. I mean, I deserve the rest, right? I closed all the tabs from my family without even reading a single text in the middle of our conversation. I had to check my Facebook feed on updates about the Lakers versus Boston game, scrolled through, and found something that made my stomach drop. My sister had just posted that my brother Sander got into a car crash on his way to the Tagaytay. She was asking for type A blood donations as he was already in critical condition. I ran to the hospital filled with anger and confusion, thinking as to why no one had even thought of telling me. I worked hard and did everything for my family, which is why I haven't even been in touch with them for so long. But never did I think that they'd forget to tell me that my own brother was in the hospital. My dad and asked him, Why? Why didn't you tell me right away? Why didn't you call me when this happened? I was so angry that I almost shouted, and I had never felt so betrayed and excluded in my entire life. I had worked so hard for my family so that they would be proud of me. And this happens. There was so much hatred and anger inside me that I couldn't even believe what he said next. He said, "We tried calling you so many times. We were leaving you messages, but you weren't picking up. You didn't even call back."